Hello everyone, this is Mohanad from Python Ninja YouTube channel, and today we will learn together Python data structure, especially string data structure. We will learn together some data types in Python, and we already know that there is integer, there is float, there is string, there is boolean, all of these data type, and these could be represented either in single value or in single representative value or in a collection. So we will highlight the collection also data structure in the next tutorials. And this collection data structure comprises string, lists, tuples, dictionaries, and other data structure like the one that is related to the object-oriented programming. In Python, a collection is a single variable that is used to store multiple items or variables or characters or letters or any values like integer, floats. A collection also is considered one type of the Python data structure. In today's tutorial, we will speak about a collection string data structure in Python. It is also useful to refer to that a string is a series of characters, meaning that we can access each character of a string by using index, and it is stored in the memory based on the indices. So a string is a series of characters or letters that is stored in Python a Python collection variables, and it is stored in a memory. It's stored and accessed using indices. There are some special characteristics of string variables. The first one is that items inside the string variables are listed and accessed through indices. The second one, string variables are immutable, meaning that I cannot do reassignment. I cannot change letter by letter here by using the normal assignment. We will give more description about that. A string variables are text representative, and we use these variables in the text-based applications. Now let us start by showing how can we initiate a string variable. For example, I want to name this a string. I can open either single quotation or double quote or even triple like this, okay? And I can add in between my variable. In the past tutorials, we used this string variables, and sometimes we use like as a single letter or a single word. All of these are string variables. But let's start with this empty string variable. What can I do with this? The first thing that we want to learn is to see what are the attributes or what are the methods that is stored inside this object string. If I print dir of this string variable, then I will see that I have a list of special variables and methods that can be applied to this string variable. So from this we can start the learning that we have method or function. We call these methods in the context of object-oriented programming, and outside the context of object-oriented programming we refer to them as a function. So I have function here that is called strip that is used to remove the white space, for example, we will learn the majority of these methods and how can we apply them in the real applications. Don't worry about this leading like special variables or attributes or methods. We will highlight later in the object-oriented programming why we use these trailing underscores or leading underscores. Just be relaxed when learning this like in advanced way. You must learn how to access these methods and attributes from outside like this if you forget what are the method and function inside. If you want to see how also you can use each method of these instead of dir, you can print help. Okay, so I print help of this variable, and you will see here more description about how to use each method and what each method can does. This like useful help that can assist you in case of forget if you forget the methodology or how could be this method applied to your code. Let's start by like initiating a new variable and see the operation around this variable. For example, I have job variables, not jobs, and I want to write inside this I am a developer. So I am a developer. Okay, I know this is one mistake, especially for the people who or individuals who are in the early stage of the learning. When we initiate a string variable, it is important to see if we have like inside quote in the string representation or not. If it is not allowed to use like single quote, the outer single quote. So you have to use double quote on the outside, okay, and inside you can use the single quote. Note this, please, and in case you can modify the code from using the single quote and keep like the outside with double quote and inside the single one. Okay, and we can print this. Okay, just to show you that you can print this. Another way, if you want to treat each single quote, which is not a good practice, you can just leave backslash in the front of each single quote inside, and it will also work, but this is not usually practice. The usual practice is to use double single quote outside and single inside the string variable. The job could be also represented in this way. For example, I open triple quotes like this for multi-line typing. For example, I am a developer, and for example, a researcher. Okay, and yeah, I want to print this job variable. It is like this. Now, for multi-line, we use a triple quote. Okay, and to print them in the same line, I just go to the end of each single line, and I put this backslash. Okay, and I can run this. Consider that to save this space between the backslash and the word itself, otherwise this will be concatenated together. Okay, and still now we are highlighting how can we initiate variable or string variable. We can do, for example, name variable like this, Mohanad. Okay, and then I want to say Abu Kmil. Okay, By this way we can do multi-line. Okay. uh, right, multi-line variable creation. Let me to save like this, and we print the name, and it is the same. Okay, just because we save here white space, so it is important to have the your space. The same could be repeated with a single quote also. Now, this is how can we initiate single variable. What I can do with these single variables, I want to start by introducing concatenation method. And how can we concatenate string variables together? We will consider example. For example, we have the first name, okay, equal Mohanad, like this, Mohanad, and the last name equal okay, Abu Kmil. Okay, and how can I concatenate Muhammad and Abu Kmil together? So I print f name. Okay, print last name. Okay, this is printed together, but I want to concatenate both as a variable, not to print and show them. So I can introduce full name equal, okay, first name plus last name, and by this way I can concatenate any string variables together. But we have also a problem here because it concatenate both variables without considering the white space or the space between words. So we can concatenate also space like item here, and yeah, it's working. So the first thing we can do with the string variables as a basic operation is a concatenation. Then we can do like boolean check. What is a boolean check? For example, beside printing the full name, I can print another thing. I can ask this print statement to print to me a boolean result. For example, I will ask apu in. When I say in, it is like boolean conversion and full name. Sorry, and yeah, true. Abu in full name. This is like Boolean conversion, and this is another way or another method that can be used within the string variable. I can do like this also. Okay, I can do if, for example, Abu, we covered if statement. If Abu in full name, which is this, okay, then what the program should do, print hello Mohana, and this is just what you can do what you do. Yeah, because of Abu inside here, it is printing now hello Muhammad, and this is another Boolean conversion uh, based on the string methods. And sorry for that. Now, if I have, for example, this full name variable equal Mohannad, okay, Abu Kmil, okay, we print this just to be sure. We print this, okay. If I want to shift this name, okay, like some steps to the left, to the right, sorry, we can add in the beginning we can add tab. Okay, how many tab I want. There are many techniques, of course, that shift the printing result, but now we want to use the basic one. In advance, in advanced level, we will describe these methods that will manipulate the visualization. Now we shifted the name. Okay, now what is now the name has been shifted, and what is inserted in the front of the name is called white space. So remember that, it's important to remember that What is the meaning of the white space? Okay, we shifted this and we inserted this space. Now, if I have in my application like a task that removes this white space, then we will use a method string. Again, if we print, if we print dir of the full name, we will have this method. Okay, and all of what I described taken from this method. Now I want to search for a method that removes this space. There is a method is called strip. Okay, so what is the usual application of this? Suppose you work in, for example, in natural language processing and you have data represented in tables, and sometimes this data comes in a fields, and fields are like and inside this field there are white spaces exit, and we want to start our processing from zero, not considering this white space. Okay, so what can I say? For example, I can say print, okay, full name dot strip, okay, and I want to enter. Now let's see here the difference. Here I added this white space, and by using this method dot strip, it removes, and here the output has been started. The output or the variable full name started from zero, removing the whole white space. I can do like this. Okay. We can also insert, for example, a new variable, for example, full name underscore version 1 equal full name dot strip. We can do like this as like assigning the new result to variable. Okay, and we can print this version 1, and yeah, you have it now. And for some reason you want to know how many characters do you have in your string variable. For that, we will use len method. So if I want to print the len of full name, it will print that it is 16. So from this, we should notice that it is like it is collection data type, because it is a collection of characters, and this collection and these strings can be like processed using many different internal methods. I will stop here, closing this tutorial. We cannot like conclude everything in the string for a string in one tutorial. I think that we will have additional 2 tutorials to complete the string methods in Python. Then see you next tutorial. Please subscribe to this channel and share this video, and wait me next tutorial to continue string in Python.